We are back with some Battle Brothers. Day number 63 on our militia start, as you can see from my 15 guys. Hello, Green Eggs and Slam. Hello, Versaire. Hello, Blokes. Welcome to the stream. Our guys are pretty well equipped at this point. They're also pretty well beaten up, as you can see from Sir Wilhelm's harness here at 24 durability. We don't have the tools to repair any of this, and while I just sold a ton of food, as I recall, Yeah, right, this is ambush trade routes and drought, so the idea was to pull as much food here as possible. But I just sold like all my food to them. So I am a bit hungry. We don't want to do those brigand missions. What we want to do is we want to go down to Rothenbach and buy some food there. They have wine down there, which I cannot sell here for a profit because they have a winery, even with those two events. But I can drink the wine and then sell the food up there. Are these guys going to fight me? There's 15 of them. Lots of thugs, a few poachers, a few marksmen. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight ranged. They're not actually chasing me. Okay. Brigands 9, some brigand raiders. They're chasing me. Piss. What the hell is this? The Fallen Star. Great crater in the ground made by a rock that fell from the sky. A mausoleum was built around it. Whoa, that's a typo. A long ago. And to this day, people from all corners of the world set out to pilgrimage here. I bet you this is one of those holy war locations. Cataclysm, as the world knows it, comes from the earth herself. Volcanoes, floods, earthquakes, plagues. These are things all men fear. The unwarned issuances that can instantly shatter the greatest of kingdoms and disrobe the royal color from the greatest of kings. It's a volcano, I guess? Anyway, says our fate will lead us here again in time, so that's gotta be, it's gotta be like a holy war location. My understanding is in the Holy War Crisis you fight over locations like that. Lord of Terror, Diablo. Yeah, you fight Diablo there. Bro, so this place has a good harvest, and the other place has a drought. I mean, it's pretty ideal except for the fact that I can't get that much food here. I will spend the money for tools. I'll even burn a ton of money for tools even though I'm getting ripped off. Hunt down what terrorizes Rothenbach. 3 skull mission. I don't think so. So we're gonna go up there and sell that stuff. Hello, big pile of brigands. Spare swords for beasts? No, I don't. Remember, I had to sell a bunch of stuff, including my arming swords. But yeah, I do think that shields and swords and riposte are actually ideal versus wolves and hyenas. Okay. The drought is gone, so we're not getting as much money off this stuff, unfortunately. There's still ambush trade routes. You know what? I'm gonna keep the food since I'm not making that much of a... Well, I'm still making a profit off of it, actually. So we'll sell that. We'll sell that. We'll drink the wine, I guess. It's interesting that you can make a profit off food, even if there's no... even if there's no drought, as long as there's ambush trade routes. That gives me some ideas. I almost want to take out the brigands here to get rid of the ambush trade routes. But I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah, our boys are living off wine right now. Very expensive meals. Sadly, I couldn't sell the wine for a profit. That would have been nice. Let's see if I can't get some more food here. Guess we can help her. Okay, her dad's dead. We didn't get anything out of that. If we had a strong bro, we could potentially do some stuff there. Okay, there's still no stuff here. We actually need medical supplies and a lot of them, so I might as well burn my money on that. I may end up having to sell these military picks. You know, I'm gonna go down to Dahab and we're gonna sell what wine we have left. So, I would really like to hire somebody to get this ambition dealt with, but we are really hurting on cash. As I recall, we had a really good fight last time against nobles where, unfortunately, we lost Asimov, but he came back from the dead traumatized. I need to get my bros to incline bench press? Probably. I would like them all to be stronger. Okay, we'll go to Dahab. Okay, we make a good profit off this. Less so off the one that we drank out of. Buy some rice. What's going on here? Are they ambushed? No, it's a sandstorm. Goods are becoming more rare and prices higher. Uh-oh. Huh. Oh, a delivery. And mining a day to the north. Where's that? Is that like super? Oh, that's super far away. How much are you gonna pay me? 490 crowns? That's worth it. That is worth it. Scrap is very expensive, though. Even the food's very expensive. Maybe I shouldn't have sold the wine. I find it ironic that the dates actually cost less than the goat cheese. Okay, I don't want to buy these spices, they're just way too expensive. Guess let's just do our delivery. These settlement situations have not been ideal outside of that drought. I guess there was ambush roads up here, maybe I could have made a profit. Nomad outlaws, nomad archers. Pulling these guys on purpose. I want to get enough food and drink, well, food and gold to be able to mess around for a little while. So I can drag nomads and other things to neutral camps and maybe cheese my way into some more famed items. Alright, Good Harvest is actually still here, but the day hasn't passed, so there's no food to buy. Huh. Whoa. Well, they don't want to fight me because I have too many guys. One of the benefits of playing with so many dudes in the team is that the overworld stuff will not ambush you quite as much. They just see the raw numbers and they say, nope. Okay, ambushed roads still. We have less than a day of provisions left, but I'm not going to buy food here, obviously. We'll just pick it up in mining, I guess. Till they ambush you with a massive army. Well, that would be unpleasant, wouldn't it? Bro. Running out of food. Watch there be a drought here, too. Or ambush roads. Okay, we got some crowns. Alright. Decent prices on that stuff. We might be able to even sell them for a profit. Out of food, out of money. It's a problem. Okay, raiders are attacking this place if I want to take that mission. Cheap medicine. That's true. I'm kind of reticent to spend money on it, but maybe. We don't need medical supplies right now. It'd be nice to stock up. Brotherhood of the Knife. We may have to do... We may have to go looking for like an established base. Basically forced to do this mission, but it's 3 skulls. I don't know, man. Also, our stuff isn't even fully repaired. I bet you that I could... Well, I mean, I could sell the military picks down south at the Ambush Roads place and get a few more days. Mid-game growing pains, yeah. Yes, indeed. Slow repairs. We need to find a way to make some damn money with these guys. I could... Let's see, we have 3 days on money, 2 days on food. We could roll up to Felsheim and see if there's good events there. It's kind of going into the dark, though, so to speak. I'm gonna do it. Or good quests, rather, is what I meant, not events. Contracts, I guess they're called. It's a tier 1 contract. Oh, it's a delivery. Helvik, a day to the east. Do I even know where that is? I do. That's less crowns per day. We pays less crowns than I pay for my dudes. It would take me to a different town, though, to search for things. Can make the hyena attachment here? I could. I was saving that, remember, for the taxidermy ambition, but I probably shouldn't. Anyway, it costs money to make stuff, so I'm not gonna. Plus, the plus initiative is not really what I'd want on this heavy-ass thing anyway. Okay, it's copper ingots. I wonder, could we get a better price for that in the ambush trade roads, trade routes? I bet you we could. I bet you I could sell it for about 300. Disappearing villagers. Damn, if that wasn't there, we would actually have a decent price here. If I bought both of these, we'd be out of money. I'd have to could buy one maybe. But then I would be heading all the way back south. This creates a problem in and of itself. I think we take this mission and it kind of stems the bleed a little bit, and we, you know, fingers crossed, hope that there's a mission there. And if not, we'll sell the picks or whatever. Also, this lets us explore because the auto-travel thinks that it's faster to cut across these mountains, so... Or foothills, I should say. Some goblinos here. There's 10 of them. It's ambushes and skirmishers. I think they're changing direction to fight me. Which is a little odd because I have 15 guys, so we will crush these dudes, but we're going to lose guys in the process, probably. Particularly since I'm not fully repaired. I could drag them to Felsheim, actually. I don't trust the game to actually not just make them run away, though, as soon as they see the army. Probably should take this fight, though. We almost have to. Maybe I can lure them all the way up to... We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Actually, I see soldiers right over there, so... Come on, baby. Maybe I can pull them into that company, maybe not. Certainly don't want to be ambushed in the forest, I'll tell you that much. Hoping these guys hold still for a second. Party in a forest? Nope. No thank you. For the right price, we'll find it. Find toppled watchtower not far to the south, somewhere around the region of 2 fields. That is definitely not the kind of event I want to do, or the kind of quest I want to do. 2 fields is over here. But typically that kind of advice is not particularly accurate. Fur's here for a good price. Hey, Zeldust, how you doing, man? 2 days, 2 days. Oh, this is bad. Not far to the south, and somewhere around the region. It says not far. Is that the closest, or is that medium distance? 3 more tools and supplies. Everybody's healed up. Man, I wasn't expecting to spend the first part of this session starving, basically. We'll find it. We have 2 days to do it, so... Shit. You know what? I think I might just try these ambushers. This is dangerous, but I think I need the stuff here. Let me... see if the soldiers are still coming. I don't think they're coming. Shit. What do you guys think? Can we kill these goblins? They are the lowest level goblins, but... We have a team that's, perhaps not very specialized for killing goblins. It's nighttime. Wasn't that a good thing? They don't have night vision unless they have a shaman. So, they'll miss a lot. Oh, we have some high ground too. I don't even have to move, really. Well, that is interesting. That must be a very low AP cost for that weapon. There's no better time if you wanted to do it, I see. Okay, we're gonna... They have quick hands? Yeah. Well, Peasant Militia is... It outscales the game in terms of size by 2 members. So it is very strong for sure. It's very hard in the beginning. And obviously the maintenance costs for your dudes are pretty nasty, but... I mean, yeah, it's a strong start. Once you get to the end game, I'm sure. I don't know if I'm really good enough to abuse that, though, to be honest. Yeah, because it scales up to 14. No, you get 4 extra members, but the game keeps scaling up to 14. So technically you only outscale the game by 2. Also, the overworld does not scale to the size of your party as far as I know. So... Okay, this was a bit dangerous to throw Enish out here. These freaking guys all waited. I should have done the same. Yeah, Enish could be in serious trouble, actually. Okay. Throw everything at them? Well, I don't really have any nets on me right now. Hello, Enish. Okay, we'll throw Hangry Man here. He should be okay. Go ahead and ruin this archer's day. Put this guy here. None of them seem to have, like, the really scary weapons except for that one. He has a sword that can do okay damage. Actually, wait, is that the two-handed... What you want to watch out for is the two-handed, goblin pike thing. That one's pretty scary. Okay, I think Green Eggs and Slam. He doesn't have dodge, but... I think you're dead, Zeldust. I'll check here in a moment. We can give you a new guy once I'm ready to start hiring again. We're having kind of a money problem right now, though. Okay, probably put the Sneed Man here. I'd like to, yeah, I could put him right here actually and block these dudes, except he's not actually threatening because of his dumbass javelins. I should have swapped to melee weapons before the fight, now that I think about it. Because these guys move so quickly. Okay, no, here you are, Zeldust. Actually, you're one of my better guys. You're level 5. You have terrible range skill due to the fact that it's nighttime, but really, really not bad. Melee attack 69 is pretty good. You're a quick hands guy with... Oh, you have Pathfinder, actually. That's sweet. That means I get to do this if I want to. Not much of a chance to hit with our big-ass crossbow here, but it's a chance. And we miss and hit our own guy, unfortunately. But hit him in the shield, so it's okay. Go here. It's too much of a risk of hitting my own dude. We're just gonna pop out the banner. Okay, so fingers crossed. I really just need this not to screw me over this turn. If we get through this turn without losing guys or taking too much damage, it should be okay. Yeah, our armor is definitely doing work here. Ooh, there's the poison. Yeah, my back line is getting punished as I kind of expected it would. Okay, we got 2 stacks of fast adaptation here. So the reason why I didn't rush forward with some of these guys, because they're very fragile. I probably should have left fresh meat in the back. We want to keep him alive. He's labeled Nimble Man for a reason, so maybe I just keep throwing and just keep charging up fast adaptation. Even a single hit would be helpful for this fight. And running forward and getting my two-hander out is not going to help much. Hey, there we go. Nice 5% hit. Go over here. Okay. So Hangry Man is here. I could start walking him away. He is a little bit hurt. Alternately, we could have him try to free his ally. 4% chance to work. I think it's better to just attack. I'm going to run the risk of Hangry Man biting it in this fight, I think. If he takes more damage and doesn't die, we'll walk him away next time. He's not going to get far at any rate because he's got the poison on him. Let's move our boy here. Okay, we're in the net. This is not a web. This is a net. So our defense is down and our initiative is down, but it doesn't affect my offense. So no, it didn't work out, Zeldust. We had basically the settlement events kind of ruined it. Okay, we did 3 regular attacks to save my fatigue. Okay, fresh meat. Oh, his vision's messed up, isn't it? Because of poisoned. So he actually can't use his Warfork here. I could step up and start attacking, but I think I'm just going to roll him out of here because I want to keep him alive. Yeah, I mean, it works for a while, and then what can happen is that the events, the settlement situations can just kind of change into something you really don't want them to be. Okay, let's see, 10% chance. Okay. Okay, we need this pike to do some work. Neither of these dudes are hurt. Actually, no, this guy's armor's messed up, so... based. As usual, pikes are awesome. now the question is, do we shove this dude? 35% chance to shove. Not very good, but if it succeeded, it would be awesome, because we could just roll right on top. Well, no, we couldn't, because he would still be threatened from him there. It's probably best to just attack. Get some fast adapt stacks. Okay. Very good. Alrighty, so we can't use our javelins, and we don't have quick hands. However, I do have a dagger and dagger mastery. Puncture is only 21%. Nice 20% kill shot. Yeah, that felt good. I guess we could have shoved this guy and walked forward. That would have been cool. But whatever, we'll just build up fast adapt there. Okay, step forward. Swing, miss. We're not going to hit often, but when we do, we're going to kill immediately. Okay, so I can reload and shoot, or we can just roll up right here and break out the speed'em. I'm thinking like roll up right here and break out the speed'em. If I reload him at 5... Sorry, blokes. It's not the speed of the game that's doing it. It's like my thought process, I think. Because I try to plan these fights out perfectly so my militia don't, you know, bite the dust, so to speak. God, I think I'll... Let's see, if I do this, I cannot... That's three action points, so I can't reload. What I want to do is I want to reload and see what my accuracy is against this guy. I can't imagine it's good, even with 10% chance. So what we'll do is we'll roll forward, break out the speed, and this will make me have zones of control here. He'll have to rotate away, or footwork away, rather, if he wants to give me a hard time. As for you... I'm gonna whap you in the head. Okay, so herein lies the huge problem with nets, which is that my positioning is all messed up. But hey, I get to mess with this ambusher. Very good. Actually, I should have stepped forward. I forgot. He doesn't have a zone of control. Alright, not going to care about this net. Enish is okay. This is pretty good. We actually hit his head even though I didn't use hail, so I'll use hail this time. Failed. Yeah, Zelda's just gonna have a problem without a shield and melee here, but whatever. That's not the pike I was afraid of, by the way, it's the one-handed spear. Okay, puncture for 31%, I think we just do regular attacks. Although, if we did break through the armor, we could potentially kill him. Do a regular attack. Do a regular attack. There's the fast adapt, which apparently I already had one. I would like that, Bobby Snobby. I don't know if we can make that happen, but hopefully. These goblins are really not doing much damage to me, which feels great. 54, 57. Yeah, it's helpful, Enish. Not allowed to steal your amount. Let's see. Okay. 80, 90% chance. All of these guys have already acted. 59% chance. There, let's just try to kill this ambusher. Okay, we hit him. I'm real tempted to just, like, move Zelda's up, although that's too dangerous with this ambusher next to me. He'll attack me. Okay, I'm gonna move Fresh Meat up and let him take some arrow hits, I guess, even though he's already hurt. Okay. Build up fast adapt. That's interesting, blokes. Blokes and I have been discussing how we think the RNG of this game is A little bit cheaty. Alright, so he has a three-headed flail. If I kill this thing, we're going to want him out of the net. Nevertheless, I think the goal here is to attack and miss. Okay, Zach does not have quick hands, so we probably just throw 26, 8. Oh, fatigue problems. Well, in that case, we will break out the scimitar, which doesn't cost fatigue to do. I'm gonna move Zach George up to the high ground so he can stand a better chance of doing something here. Okay, Lord Tom, he walks up. 62, 65, 35. This guy's almost definitely gonna die if we hit him though, so... Nope. How's the RNG flawed? I don't think the number that it gives you is what the actual chance is in all cases. Alright, we're going to actually take the time to move Oven up here, because this is only a 42% chance, but if I do this, it's 79 down here. We still miss, but whatever. Mr. Alstrom's trapped in his net, he tries it twice and fails. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that blocks is really weird. How in the hell is Lumberlegs so tired already? He doesn't have any debuffs. Does he really have a base fatigue of 29 in this gear? We should not have given him the head chopper, that's insane. I guess I'll switch to the dagger. I must not have been looking too closely when I set that up. Okay, we can attack with Enish. 8 AP left if I do my regular cascade. It's not enough to do anything, so we might as well do the hail. Based. You regain 15 over the next round. Oh boy. Glad these guys are missing so much. Feels good. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing it a bit risky with Hangry Man here. Except stepping forward. I don't have enough action points to attack because of the poison, so we'll just try to get this guy out of the net, and it actually works. Okay, that sounds fun-ish. Okay, Sneedman goes up, their morale goes down. All these guys are now running. So we'll move Sneedman forward even more. Try to puncture, fail. Get onto the high ground. Yeah, the sling will let you save ammo. Okay, let's just move our boy here and kill this thing. I could move Zeldust over here, just so we can stop this guy from running, but his turn's done, so we have plenty of time. What I'd rather do is clean up this fight. That guy's not going to get an action for an entire another turn. Well, that's cool, I can hit my own guy. That's pretty based. Sling is 4 AP, yep. Notification for a free sub, hey, that's nice. Okay, move down, and then we don't have enough fatigue to do anything here. %. Hey, we finally got out of the net. This guy has no body armor, so we'll do regular attacks. And we'll move here, and now this guy's fleeing too. Fight is over. Let's just clean up time. You cannot get goblin armor, so we should just slaughter them. Actually, there is one reason to use puncture against them, which is you can save the durability of your weapons, therefore saving tools. Gobbo's too small. Yeah. So I guess we might as well. Yeah, Northern Raiders start is probably my favorite. I plan to win a few different starts here, now that we're decent at the game. But, I mean, we'll see if I can replicate my early game success in things that are not Militia. I can't imagine why I wouldn't be able to now that I know what I'm doing. Tiny Brothers can wear goblin stuff, hey, that'd be pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, getting 0% items is really good. Hey, there is a win condition. Technically, the game tells you that you've won. If you finish one crisis. Okay, look at all these goblin daggers. That's a ton. I don't want to wear them, because they actually cost 1 fatigue to wear. They are better than knives, but I don't care. I'd rather just sell them and make some money. We're going to repair all these boondock bows. It's a lot of money for what I have now, which is no money. It's going to be like 100 each, I think. What now? Oh, hey. They're asking, this is my bannerman, and the brawler is trying to train him. And I can choose different ways to train with a brawler. One of the good reasons to have a brawler, actually. So it's got to be a brawler that's level 3 or higher, and the brother that needs trained needs to be level 2 or lower. So I can either give him 2 to 4 fatigue with this one, 2 to 4 HP with this one, or 1 to 2 attack and 1 to 2 defense with this one. So we probably take the bottom one, because defense is just always amazing to have, although fatigue would be great. It's really hard for me to pass up more defense. Show him how to brawl. I think it's 2 melee skill and 1 defense. Very good. Very good. Half a level. Yeah, I'll take it. So we're hanging out down here because it says toppled watchtower to the south and around the region of 2 fields. Now this is where 2 fields is, but that's like way too far south. I think if I just go straight south from Helvek, we're going to find this thing. There it is. So like I said, completely lied to me about the location. At least half of that advice was a lie. Let's see. Okay, it's only 49 gold apiece, actually. Been bamboozled. We'll save these if we can for ambush trade routes and make some actual money off of it. A journal for tavern tips? Yeah, that would be nice, although I could just paste it into a notepad file, I guess. In a lot of ways, this game is a throwback, which I like a lot, to be honest. Let's see, I could just buy these furs and head on south. I think I might do that. Sell the bows. We'd have just enough money to make it to a town with ambush trade routes. Probably not a desert town where we could make more money, but still. Alternately, we could go check out that little base that we just explored and found. Is there a mission? No, there's no missions, no contracts. Yeah, for sure, Bobby. There's no question about that. One more day. 30. It's about a day and a half. I'd like to buy these tools, but boy, that is a ripoff on the price. I don't think it showed me the garrison, so I'm not gonna roll the dice on that. We're just gonna walk to Felsheim. We have a day on money. We can sell more crap at Felsheim if we need to. If not the furs, then something else. I forget which one of these places had ambush trade routes, but I think Felsheim had them. Granted, it's a smallish town, but whatever. It's dusk. Come on, let me get there before nightfall. Come on. Lame. Local holiday. Minus 5% buying prices, plus 5% selling prices, so cheaper to buy and more profitable to sell, but not by much. Minus 10% food prices. This would be nice to buy food here, but can I even make it to mining? I don't think I can. I think we have to wait until morning and sell some stuff. Can get these ingots here. We could make a minor profit off the furs, actually, and then buy the ingots. We certainly will go ahead and sell a couple more daggers. Buy some cheap-ass food. Bro, I want these ingots now. If we just had more money. Oh man, the tools are good price too. I gotta at least get 20 tools. This way we can repair the stuff in the inventory and make a profit off of it. Was there a contract here? No. Sell the hammers? I want to wait until we get ambush trade routes to sell the hammers. Because remember, that's only 5%, whereas ambush trade routes is like... it's more. Yeah, we could have sold them and bought tools, I guess. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Okay, this place, we can make a slight profit off the ingots here, but not good enough for me. Do you think the Black Company will stick around long enough for us to abuse these raiders? That would be pretty sweet if they did. Let me just, like, slam that space bar. Yeah, they're not moving. I'm gonna do it. I hope it's a champion. Three skull contract means there can be champions. This could be dangerous. There's a tavern here? Are you saying that I should get drunk to give myself morale? Or are you saying that the mercenaries are... hire a minstrel to keep them entertained? I see. There is not much food here, actually, and there's no food to buy, so this may have been a mistake, because sometimes this makes you wait around for an outrageously long amount of time, like a whole day. Oh no, they're leaving. Well, I'm in it now. There's a company. Oh no, they're leaving too. Bruh. Of course the brigands come right after those guys leave. There's a... well, Bobby, there's actually a guy, I think, that makes your people not care about being in reserve. I think it's the paymaster, maybe? So you can do that. If you're so inclined. 10 brigand... ah, piss. Ah, piss, dude. I want to wait until nightfall, so I can not get owned by these marksmen. We can do these fights, it's just going to be tough is all. They're going to burn the orchard, and I'm not going to have time to take it at night. Polish my formation. Well, I do want to level up, so thank you for reminding me. He's going to be nimble. These level ups blow. I guess I take HP, fatigue, and defense. Polish Information Network. +4 to fatigue. We're usually going to get +4s there. So I'm not going to take initiative over that. Even though we are probably going to take dodge on him right now. Yep. Okay, he takes melee attack. Melee defense is only 1 here, so we're probably not going to take it. Actually, we might. I think my new rule of thumb is that 1 melee defense is better than 2 HP. And 1 melee defense is better than 5 initiative. Because, even if you have dodge, it's not good enough. You know, you're not getting as much out of just having 1 more defense all the time. Alternately, I could take the +4 to resolve, but we're always going to have +4 resolve is the thing. Due to my 2 stars. So there we go. As far as perks go on this guy, his base initiative is actually kind of low, so I don't know if he takes dodge. He takes quick hands, actually. He specifically has been having issues with that. He's shit enough to warrant dodge. I don't disagree. Alright, this guy badly needs HP. This was going to be our thief who, you know, it's a very sad world for him because he's got -10 HP and he's got iron lungs. So if he didn't have that -10 HP, he'd be awesome. With these 2 stars in melee defense and high base melee defense and whatnot. As it stands, he's just kind of bad. I think I take the fatigue here, though. He didn't incline bench press. No, he did not. No, he did not. It's definitely going to be fatigue or HP. Do I care more about 3 fatigue? On him right now, at this exact moment, I care more about the HP. And his actual HP is fucking 40, so we have to take every HP we can get on him if we want him not to just instantly die. And also that means we're going to take gifted and just straight up give him more HP. Okay. He's basically a sword master with how bad he is. Damn fragile. He low-rolled HP, I think, as well. Just for being a thief. Hold on a second. Have I fully leveled up my guys? Yes, I have. Oh, I mean, yeah, the brigands are going to crush us, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I can't even wait until nightfall because they're going to burn this orchard and then I'm going to fail the contract, I think. This wave I think I can wait until nightfall for, but this one I can't. As far as the fight goes, burning takes time. Yeah, but the other problem is that if this brigand gets up next to them at the same time, then I have to fight both groups at the same time, and that's just horrifying. Who do you fish for as militia in the mid-game? I mean, in the early game, I've been taking brawlers and farmers and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had enough money lately. I've kind of bamboozled myself by getting such a big team because my costs per day are just outrageous. So, I haven't been able to do any fishing at all. But I would say that militia, if you can afford them, would be pretty good. Yeah, we're getting hit. Well, in the very, very beginning, you start firing. But then after that, you start hiring. But militia's got to be the best, straight up best background for militia. And manhunter, I think. Probably raid some caravans. I think that we should be raiding caravans in these particular guys. I should go mess with the northern house, perhaps. Well, here's the problem. They have like 4 archers, we have way more, and yet they've gone into defensive AI, I think. I'm gonna wait and see. Is it because they have so many throwing guys? I bet like almost all their guys have throwing weapons. And that's what's happening here. They're definitely, yeah, they're doing some horse shit here. They're forcing me to come forward. So Walter the Spider, he has a fighting spear. That's not something you see every day. We're gonna net his ass probably at some point. My archers are dog shit. I don't think they make that calculation. Yeah, I know, but I needed to move forward for the rest of the fight anyway, so it's fine. They're not gonna approach me, I'm on the high ground. They'll just throw crap at me. Whoa! Okay, they are gonna approach me. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Okay, Miro's having a big issue here. I really didn't... This is so strange. They had the defensive AI, which means they shouldn't have approached, but then they immediately approached as soon as I got within a certain distance. It's really interesting. Yeah, this fight could end extremely poorly for me. I scared them. Okay, we swing. We get out the pole mace. Next turn we'll have a nice plus 10% chance to hit with the pole mace. I almost want to shove this guy off. %52% chance to do that, 42% chance to hit with the cascade. If I leave him up there, I can hit him with Sack George next turn. Hey, Quezzle, how you doing, my friend? Ooh, I forgot to switch Lumberleg's weapon out. It's probably better to send him down. On the other hand, there's so many of them that I really need to start doing damage quickly. League has accelerated your aging by 1 year today. That's why I don't play MOBAs, bro. Okay, we actually missed with all 3 attacks. God damn. We can still shove him with Asimov is the thing. Okay, Green Eggs has the pike, and he also has quick hands, so... I can get more accuracy here if I wait with Asimov. Actually, if we shove with Asimov, that's going to put him further on the high ground, so we don't want to do that. Sneedman does not have quick hands. He does have a dagger, though. Are these guys going to approach me is the $1,000 question. This guy also has my net, which is a shame because it's kind of useless here. We could just run forward, I guess. I don't really want to put Sneed in that much danger, though. But that would be 2 daggers next to Walter the Spider. If we could net him and get the 2 dagger experts next to him, we could potentially kill him really, really fast with punctures and get his weapon, or get his armor, which is a bit, you know, ambitious, I would say. Okay, Lord Tom. I think we're gonna, let's see, have these guys all moved? He does have a fighter spear. I'm gonna move him here. This means that if they try to actually surround Mr. Alstrom, it's a whole shit show for them. Okay, we could step forward and not have this big, heavy crossbow on. Which I think is what we do, because speedums are awesome. Okay, his armor's almost gone. Voven doesn't have quick hands. This is our banner man. 21% chance to hit. It's probably better if I just... I don't really want to move forward, do I? Maybe we just step up here and play ranged guy, despite my bad ranged attack for the rest of the fight. Okay, so we move here. We're going to bypass this gentleman's shield. Asimov doesn't actually have flail mastery, so we can't hit his head. And we miss anyway, damn. Here's Lumberlegs. Now remember, Lumberlegs has that big armor, but he's got like no fatigue. Hey, Eric78, how you doing, man? I'm tempted to throw Lumberlegs right here and just let him tank stuff. Moving here would be cute, you know, it would mess with this raider. But this raider's already going to die really fast. I guess Merrow is in kind of a bad place here. But I mean, look how many attacks we've got on this raider. He's going to go down. If I go here, I can stop these throwing weapons, but man, the amount of damage that I'm subject to at that point is... it's a lot. So let's just move here, and that'll be fine. Getting lucky on the ranged attacks so far, not getting hit by them. Alright, Sermon doesn't have armor. 5% chance to hit. Honestly, I think I'm just going to bust out the Warfork, and then next turn we'll see if we can get some value out of that. Alright, so this is Militia. Okay, Hangry Man is totally cucked here. Can't really do anything. So we probably just throw him here. And then when these guys inevitably roll forward, we'll be able to do some work with him. Wow, they're not approaching. Really interesting. Yeah, this is a fun one. My favorite is probably Northern Raiders, but this is up there. Nice, we got the hit. Headshot, even. Nice try. Throwing at the high ground, breh. Ooh, boy. Okay, we're gonna need to move Hangry Man back. We're gonna have to move a lot of my backline back. This is exactly why I wanted to take this fight at night. But couldn't. I've tried gladiators, like, briefly, and it didn't go very well. The cost is very high. I think it's probably a powerful start. I just need to do it better, basically. Well, you fire your worst guys. Like, you fire like half your team at the start of Militia, in my opinion. Okay, so he's got shield wall up. It is real tempting to just do my own shield wall. Gladiators are a bunch of babies, yeah. Oh no, we can't eat grain. I could shove him and then, like, roll forward, which would be cute, but kind of unnecessary. I think what we're going to do is we're going to hit once, build that fast adaptation stack. God, that shield wall is outrageous. Yeah, they do. If you don't feed them their fancy foods, they will get pissed off and their morale goes down. I think it happens constantly, actually. I had it happen almost immediately. Dude, I don't know what to do with Mr. Alstrom here. He's totally locked down by this unhittable dude. With Puncture, we could go right through, but the hit chance is just too low, and I don't want to mess with his fatigue. We'll just shield wall. Keep attacking this guy. Eventually we'll hit. Okay, we're going to wait with fresh meat because the accuracy will go up as we move guys next to him. Merrow still inexplicably hasn't gotten hit, which I'm fine with. Sadly, we don't have quick hands on him, so the question is, do we swap to the butter knife here and try to swing on the raider, probably doing nothing, or do we take the Warfork out and be useless until next turn? We do have a little fast adaptation. Apparently hitting a Grand Slam while you're winning is against an unwritten rule. Oh, in baseball? Pitcher proceeds to try and bean you? Is this something that happened? Alright, this is sad, but we are going to pass turn here instead of attacking. Okay, there's enough dudes here. I don't think I have the luxury of not keeping these guys in the front line, unfortunately. Back off a bit, I suppose, after swinging and missing. The knife meta, I mean, I've been having a good time with it. It's just tough when they have shields. Okay, actually gonna go up here. Good. 35%. Nice. Take a step back. That'll decrease the accuracy of the archers just by a little bit. Come on. Come on, man. I should have lashed, I guess. Just trying to save fatigue and I got greedy, I guess. Okay, we go up here. Lord Tom's in huge danger here, but it's a risk I have to take. We are blocking this guy's axes, which is nice. This guy must be at 1 HP. I know, right? Whatever, Asimov will get it, hopefully. Okay, so we can't bypass this guy's armor. We could just shield wall, but we need to do some damage here. So we'll just hit him, and now he's bleeding. Maybe I should have decapitated. Alright, 55% chance to hit with the javelin. Okay, I'm gonna step forward to mess with his defense more. Or our allies. Oh, the blood didn't even kill him. Breh, I guess it's only a grazed neck. Okay, cool. Green Egg's got the kill. Okay, might be time for Vovan to just rush forward and whip out his banner. Because shooting with the stupid crossbow is doing basically nothing. Awesome. Their attempted flank is over. We're cutting through some meat here. Still worried about some of my backline guys, but it is happening for us. Do I want to roll up and block this dude and get a swing in, or do I want to try to take the high ground and just hold on to it? Given that I really need to push into these dudes and stop the archers from ruining my day, I think we're just going to go in and attack. He doesn't, let's see, his body armor actually has less armor than his helmet. But I think we go for headshots anyway. Because I suspect that Asimov is the only one who's going to be fighting him for a good long while. So we do that. And we'll kill him, we actually will kill him faster that way if we can get some headshot crits. Alright. Lumberlegs can do all of one decapitate here, but that might very well be enough. Terrible. Can't believe I forgot to take that weapon off. That very heavy weapon. Okay, risky to have fresh meat here, but there he stands. Oof. Okay, Saruman's gotta get out. This is the statement from the BB team on the RNG system. Yeah, please paste it. RNG in the game is broken. The game uses a proven implementation of the Morsen Twister as a pseudo-random number generator, and it's working just fine. The human brain just isn't particularly good at handling probabilities. That's true. That sentence is true for sure. For example, we are much more likely to remember blah blah blah. Yeah. No, that's all true. I'm just dubious of them telling the truth about the about the PRNG. That's all. But I'm a naturally suspicious person, so I wouldn't necessarily take that too seriously. Oh, hell yeah, 95% chance to hit. As it should be. I'm on the high ground and I have great melee attack on him, I think. Yeah, 72. Okay. Actually hit the head there, which was really convenient. It's suspicious on expert, yeah. I have noticed that the RNG feels different on different difficulty levels, like the one that I'm playing on now. Alright, so again, I am running the risk of keeping Hangry Man in combat. Saruman's gonna go, though. He's definitely gonna die to the next hit with that 30 HP and almost no hat health. This fatigue shit has got to go. Yes, indeed. 1 HP again. He is bleeding, though. He'll probably die after this turn. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.